Hi everyone. If anybody's there already in the Rockin Royalettes for the flash sale meeting tonight, let me know that you're on. Say hi. Give me a thumbs up. Support your girl here. I am really excited. I can't wait to share with you guys tonight. Hi Amanda. Thank you. You're the first person to join. I'm so happy to share with you all some of the great things I've learned. Hey Christy, thank you for joining. Hey Lisa. Alicia just joined. Hey Alicia, thanks for chiming in. Hey Trista. Oh Lordy, don't put any pressure on me now, Amanda. I hope I can deliver. No problem, Trista. I'm so excited and actually humbled that you asked me. Like I said, even though I am a brand new blue presenter, I've only been pink for the last 3 months. So I'm just humbled that that you asked me to do this. So, oh, thanks for the heart, y'all. So, I'm not exactly sure, Trista, like how long I wait to start. So I'm just going to wait for you. And I'm actually not sure how many minutes I have. So if you could just give me a little bit of clarification on that, that would be great. Hey, Sherry. And I hope you had a great birthday. I loved your flowers that you got. They were beautiful. So sweet. Oh, Amanda, I don't think I'm a rock star. But y'all are so sweet. This is such an uplifting, wonderful group to be in. It really, truly is. All right, we've got Courtney Andrews that just joined. That's great. I'm still waiting on Trista to tell me when I start and when I finish. I can start whenever I want, and the floor is yours. Take all the time you need. Okay, so there's no rules to this. So I think that I will go ahead and start because we always have the replay for people to you know, to watch. First of all, for those of you who don't know, I just wanted to let you know, why did Trista ask me to do this? Well, I was part of, and some of you on here I know were also part of the group that Melissa put us in. Those of us that were close to, well, we say close, but once they announced the triple points, it allowed us to be close enough to go to the Punta Cana trip. So it was actually in that group, and I really want to give a lot of props to Amanda Hayes, Wary, I think her name is, who actually shared all of the graphics that I'm going to show you and the script. And that's what I used for my flash sale, and it was very successful. But what I've done for you guys is make it even better by, it's like if you're going to do something, you want to do it after someone who's already done it. So I took all the things that I wish I had done for my flash sale, changed it up, and created documents for you. I'll have to get with Trista later to see what's the best way to share. Hey guys, I am so sorry. I had to completely move locations. So hopefully that I'm back. I always do my lives, everyone knows, in my closet. They always tease me. I'm going to try to get out that mirror. And I have never had any issues with it. But for some reason today, the internet just went off and I couldn't get it. So I'm moving in my office. So Shelly said there was problems. We had really bad weather again. So I think that was part of it. All right, let me move my mirror real quick. All right, if I'd have known I'd be in my office, I would have cleaned this up a little bit. All right, guys, so I'm so sorry about that. Is that better? Everyone's saying it looks like it's a little bit better. Okay, so here we go. Flash sale training. So the reason why I was asked to do it is I had a very successful flash sale on Friday. And but I do want to back up a little bit. I want y'all to know that I think it was like around June 15th when they started talking about triple points. My incentive trip back in the back office was only at 13,000, and we need 30, y'all. So I have done this in less than 2 weeks. I counted, it was like 8 days. So if you all are anywhere near that in your back office, you can still do this. You really can. So before I found out about Amanda's flash training, I really just messaged every single person that was in my contact group. Like, it didn't matter if I was an acquaintance, I messaged them, I can share that with you. And, I just was telling them the exact truth. There wasn't a chance before, but now I have a chance to go on this incentive trip. And I use that great little line about, I just need you all to buy one product. The product that I chose was the addiction palette. Number one, it's like right at $50. A lot of times they're not going to just buy that. And it just seemed like, people aren't that loyal to their eyeshadow. Maybe their foundation, their moisturizers, they're very, very loyal and they're afraid, but people aren't really afraid to try eyeshadow. So, oh, thank you, Rose. So that's exactly what I did. I decided to just say, instead of just making them have to go to the website and look, and it really worked out. I was like, I put that one little graphic in right before my message with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palettes. And I said, would you consider buying one eye palette from me? And before I even had this flash sale, y'all, I got so many friends because, you're not asking them to go to the website and look for a product. It was easy. They're like, $49. Yeah, Donna, get me number 3, get me number 2, get me number 1. So that's the first thing that I think that if you're even afraid to do a flash sale right now, I was adding up, I've got some notes here, and I got over $1,900 just messaging people like that. The other thing before I get into my flash sale that I did on my personal wall, I don't know if y'all can see this. I printed this out from Facebook. I did this little graphic and it said, please help me earn my trip, okay, on my personal wall. I put my picture and I said, I'm looking for 100 friends to purchase $50 worth of makeup. And my printer cut it off, but it says, do I have 100 friends that would buy an eye addiction palette? I did it on there too. The interesting thing about that is that as I started getting the orders, I was keeping track, dividing it by the $50, and I was giving everyone a daily update on how many more friends I needed. And it was amazing. My whole community rallied around me. I went to the next day, I was like, now I only need 80 friends. And then 3 days later, I was like, I only need 50 friends. And I literally had people that I've never met in my life, y'all, messaging me to say, where are you now? How many more do you need? It was really like a godsend, unbelievable. But then this flash sale thing came around and I needed about $2,000 left. And so I decided, let me go for it. So, before you even begin, in fact, if you're listening to this because you want to do a flash sale and you have today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you have 5 days. The first thing you have to do tonight after this flash sale training is you need to make your little graphic or whatever you're going to do about your flash sale. You might say, Donna, I haven't done one thing yet. It doesn't matter. The first thing you have to do is start promoting. You have to do it tonight. You have to do it tomorrow. You have to do it every day, a couple of times a day. And while all that is promoting, you have time to work on what I'm going to give you. Okay. Oh, Lisa's telling me Friday's the last day. So sorry, you don't have Saturday. Friday's the last day. So, but that's okay. You can still do this. So try to message your friend, because not everybody's going to make it to the flash sale. But if you message your friends that first way and then do the flash sale. But promotion is the key. As soon as I got that from Amanda, I started promoting. I had not done one thing. I had not looked over her stuff. I just started promoting. So that's the first thing. Now, when you're in your personal page, you cannot, and look, if you go back and look at my personal page, yes, I did use flash sale. Someone told me I could do that, but I think it's better if we just say, I'm having an exclusive event. And it also piques people's interest. If you would like to come to my exclusive event, then join my VIP group, something like that, and really pique the interest with that. Then in your VIP group, you can say exactly what you're going to do. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wanted this trip very, very badly. The graphics that I'm going to give you and the little notes and all the figures that I figured out, or you can have it at 20% off. That's what I was getting. For a lot of you, if you're not yellow yet, that's your entire commission. I did mine at 25% off. I did not care. I wanted to go to Punta Cana. So I said, I don't care about the commission. And honestly, I had already figured out, I had already sold over, like my personal PRS for this month is $49.85. So I've already got $1,200.46 coming in commission. So, you know, if I had to give up a little here and there for this flash sale, I don't care. Now, hi, Alicia. I don't know if it's Alicia or Alicia, but I know you and I hope that your baby's doing okay. I see her coming up here. But so anyway, back to the flash sale. Now, the reason why Amanda's script for flash sale that I borrowed and that I'm going to give you all is so great is that she just did it on the collections. So even if you're giving up your commission like me, then you're going to make some money because the collection price is already discounted. Okay. So I figured out that even giving them my complete cost at 25% off, I did with the collections, I was still going to come between $60 and $75 ahead. And I was fine with that. But the ones that I'm going to give you, because in the future, I probably won't, I want to keep some commission. I'm giving you a chart that says whether you want to give 10% off, 15 or 25. Okay. So anyway, that's number one. I'm getting off track. Promote, and start it tonight. All right, because if no one knows about it, nobody's coming. You want to do something that says share it. If you share or if you're already in my VIP group and you tag someone that's not in my group and that person orders, I'm going to put that person in the raffle, but they have to order. Anything you can do to get people to share. I had a lot of people sharing my post on my personal page. Just friends of mine that wanted to do that. So that was great. The algorithm with Facebook, for those of you who are new, is no one knows it. If someone knew it, we would all be following it, but we just don't know. We don't know, I know that if someone comments, then that they have more of a likelihood of seeing it. I know if you just go through and then they figure out you're not really paying attention. I mean, it's all kind of crazy things. So the thing is, if you might say, well, I feel like I'm bothering my friends if I posted 3 times today in my VIP group about my flash sale, you don't know that your friends saw it for 3 times. They could have seen it once. So post. Now, if you do not have PayPal or Square, y'all, you got to get that now, tonight. PayPal is pretty universal. A lot of people use that. Personally, I like Square better. I like Square because, where are my invoices? You can invoice customers. Just like, put exactly what they ordered in and you have their name, their email. You can put your little appreciation thing, but I like it. And then you just email it to them, and then when they pay, Square automatically adjusts it in your account and says it's paid. So the night of my flash sale, about 60% of my orders were already paid. I could tell because it would automatically update. So I do like that. With PayPal, you don't really have an itemized receipt. I like this because, number one, when all these orders come in, I have something to guide me as to remember what what everyone got. So it's not like I'm having to do a PayPal, figure it out, and then have something else to use when I'm packing the order. Okay. So, if you don't have that, I think the site is actually squareup.com, or PayPal, but you're going to want to do that because it's going to be a lot of money and you want them to pay before you order. Now, in your rules, that's what you're going to work on. In your rules, you want to let them know that they have 24 hours to pay, or if you want to give them 48, but I would give, with it being a short week and the end of the month, you want to just give them, say, after tonight's flash sale, you have 24 hours to pay. I'll give you one reminder email, and then, you may lose your order. But I really did not have any problem with that at all. Now, you want to do some kind of rules. I printed this. This was my rules in my flash sale, and I'll just tell you what mine were. I actually did a video about an hour before the flash sale going over the rules, live, and then I did it again right when I started, and then I had this posted. But I said that the first person to comment with their email address under the picture, under the graphic, with their email address and the item number gets the item. However, a second person can put their email address with the same number item and put next. If the first order falls through, you will be the backup order. Now, I had every intention, y'all, of that happening. I thought I was going to sell one item in each kit, in each little collection. When it's talking about the numbers, let me just show you here. I took a screenshot of my Facebook wall. So these were the graphics that Amanda shared with us. It's all the collections, and she put a number next to each thing. So number 1 would be your choice of the Moisture Boosting Cleanser. Now, this post goes on the top of, just as if when you're posting something. So you upload the picture, and then you have this on your computer. All I did was copy, paste, post. Okay? So my computer's open. I have this document in the background, so I keep going to it after each post. I copied this, pasted it, went to my graphic folder, got the picture of post 1, and I posted it, and then on the computer, it looked like this. Easy, easy, easy way to do a flash sale. Okay, here's my first disclaimer. When I copied the first couple of posts, I did not copy the word post 1. I just copied the items. Don't do that. Copy post 1, because as people join late, and if any items are left without an email address and they decide they want it, that becomes the first post. And then you forget what post you're looking at, and so do your customers. So you want to make sure each post has the post number on it. Now, what I did to make it really easy for that night was I made a file folder, and I put post 1 graphic, post 2 graphic, post 3 graphic. And then I had this sheet in Word, this sheet also in that folder. So that when I opened it, I just would say, all right, now I'm on post 3. I'm just going to copy and paste it. So that part was very, very easy. Now, I've got to give kudos to my sister, Lisa Thibodeau. I was telling Lisa that I could do this by myself. I know she's got a lot of new people she's working with, and she insisted to come help me. Thank the Lord she did. Y'all, it was crazy. And you think that all you're doing is waiting to see who writes their email, but you're not, because guess what happens? I wasn't planning for this. People will say, well, I do want the foundation, but what color do you think I need? Well, I'm sitting here trying to get ready for the next post. Lisa had another computer next to me, and she would post the color charts for the foundation, the quiz for the foundation. Whenever they'd ask about the splash lipstick, she was posting graphics for me under the comments, and she was also reading comments so that I didn't have to worry about that, and I was just worrying about the next post and getting it together. So if you have a friend, a family member that can help you, it would be very wise. If you don't, it's still doable, but just do a better job than I did and look through your collections and say, they're going to want to know, they're going to see a color chart for the blush or the lipstick. So just make sure you have those ready to go. So if they ask for it, it's really easy. I have all those things, but it wasn't in my flash folder. And you really want to put everything like that in your flash folder. The thing is you are on a timeline. My goal was to get I had 10 posts to get it done in 1 hour. Well, that didn't happen. It was about 1 hour and 20 minutes, but it was still going very, very quick. So I'm going to show you what happened. Here's a post. So here's one I did in post 5. So they're going to see the regular price. I'm trying to see if y'all can see that. And they're going to see your sale price. Now, the first person here, you see that put their email address, and then she also put the flavor she wanted. So you really want to remember to tell them in your opening message or in your rules that if you are ordering something that has a particular shade, or if it's a cleanser and you need to know whether it's the moisture or the pore purifying, then make sure that they comment. And that was something else that Lisa was able to do with me, is to go back through those when they wouldn't comment and comment before the sale was over and they were still on there. What kind of moisturizer do you want? What kind of cleanser? So those are just some little tidbits, like I said, we learned along the way. But can I just get like some hearts or thumbs up? Do y'all understand about the posting? You're just going to have the graphic. The graphics have numbers. You're breaking up the collection, so you're selling everything individually. Now, the reason why you don't want to tell everybody, oh, I'll order as many as you want, is because in the collections, if you end up ordering outside of the collection, it might even cost you money. So, but what I did was, I didn't know this was going to happen, but so many people wanted the same items that I did get 4 and 5 people to want the different items. So for me, it was okay. Now, like if I was only doing it at 20%, it would have been no big deal. But because I was giving up, 25%, I was a little bit worried about, was I going to make all my collections? And I did. So let me tell you, that was all from Amanda. Okay, so I'm giving Amanda all the, hey, Matt. Oh, sorry, I thought that was my husband. Can you get me a water? So what I got from Amanda were the graphics that I can share with you with all the little numbers already on the collection and it broken down. What Lisa and I'm going to show you our real paper, okay, and show you why I did this for y'all. So this was our real paper that we were writing on the night of the sale. All right, so what I did is I just went ahead and printed out Amanda's collections, and I thought, well, when someone says they want it, I'm just going to write their name next to it. It's going to be pretty simple, right? Well, not when 4 and 5 and 6 people want that item. And y'all, that's money. I'm going cha-ching. I'm writing it all down. So what happened is I realized that it was getting a little confusing. And then Lisa and we ended up trying to make it neater and figuring out after the party was over. And then we even tried to do it again. But the bottom line is it worked for that day. But I said, I've got to make something easier for you guys. And so what I came up with is I just took the same post that Amanda had given us, and I just put a little Excel chart underneath so that it wouldn't be so crazy and we could see what we were doing. Okay, so there's our first post, and here is our regular price, our sale price, a reminder if I need a color and shade, and then if they're right there, the customer is writing their email address and you can see their name. Well, when you're waiting for them and waiting to do the next post, it gives you time to write that down right then and there. And this is going to be a huge help for y'all to have all of that for each post right there. Now, the thing about this, you might be saying, well, Donna, you've got all these different pieces, but it really is simple. You really do need all of them because, you know, this you're going to want on your computer screen so you can very easily copy and paste to the top of the post. This you're going to want to print out, have it on hand with a pen and mark as your party's going. So you really do need both of these. This is going to help you understand, have I sold the entire collection? You want to know if you want to try, because if anything was not listed, we were going to go back and try to promote that product, but we didn't have to. But sometimes you might at the end, as you're keeping track of this. This makes it a lot easier to know what is it towards the end of your flash sale that is not selling. Okay? Now, the next part of this little crazy thing. So the purpose of this was that we know now where we are with the collections, because that's where you're going to get even more money. Even if you're doing it at 10%, being able to purchase that whole collection is going to be even more money for you. So we want to be able to look at a glance and say, where am I? So that you can just say, okay, guys, we're almost done. But look, I got to tell y'all, if y'all are just joining me, y'all go back to post 1. Did y'all know I got that detoxifying mask for $39? That's a steal. Y'all go put your name and your email by it, okay? But after the sale is over, what you're going to need now, and thank the good Lord for my sister, because I wasn't even thinking about this. She took, now y'all will take this, which makes it easy. She took our crazy sheets that we had and she made these things, okay? So we put the person's name and she went through all our paper and gave like a little invoice sheet for each person. But the problem, I think, as you can see, is that it's you got to write everything down. It's messy, although look at all the orders I got, y'all. Good flash sale, I think. Amazing. But what I thought for you guys, or if I ever did it again, rather than writing all of that, then why don't we have a customer checklist? So what I did is I took everything in the collections. It's not everything in our arsenal, but everything in the collections, and I put the customer's name and email. And then for those of you who say, Donna, I don't know about PayPal, I don't know about Square, I thought, well, you could even take this, and this could be your customer's order form. You could add it up, tax and all manually, and then just go deliver it to them with a check. Although I really think you need PayPal and Square, but if you don't, okay? So I really, oh, thanks, Lisa. Lisa said she thinks, Lisa knows because she's like, lesson learned. This was our way, right, Lisa? So we just, although it was great to have this because you don't realize that even after you have your collections, you then need to say, how do I make an invoice? What do my customers need? So that's where this will be the next part. Okay, so every single customer has their own little invoice, and you're not writing it all, you're just putting the number and the shade. I have a spot for the shade next to it. So then the last part of this, and y'all, I'm gonna stop right here and say, listen, if you even think right now that a flash sale is not gonna be work, if you think it's gonna be an hour of your time one night and you're gonna sell $2,000, $5,000 worth of stuff, and it's gonna be that easy, I'm telling you it's not. But is it worth it? Absolutely. I'm going to Punta Cana, okay? But it's going to be a little bit work. What I'm hoping is that some of these things that I've created for you are going to help you so that it's not going to take you as long as maybe it took me or some other people. So the last thing you're going to do is take your customer orders, because you've gone through your entire collection check sheet and each individual person has an order. Then what you're going to do is you're going to write it all on here, because this is going to let you know what you actually have to order. So what happened with us is that we had so many people ordering. It wasn't just I could take that collection sheet. I had 5, 6 people wanting luminizers, which, by the way, are back ordered. Some of them are not even available to order, the creams. So that was kind of an issue for me. But I ordered the collection anyway because the only luminizers they had were in the powder. I think you could get opaline, and then in the stick you could get opaline or lustrous. So I just got lustrous, and luckily, sorry guys, that was my mother calling. Lisa, please text mom not to call back. Sorry. So what you're going to need this for is if you don't have people that ordered more than one, then actually you're not going to need this. You just order your collections. But if you're like me and you had people, like I had 6 people want the mask, or, you know, I don't know, we had like 8 people want the foundation, and there was only supposed to be 2. So, if that is what you have like me, then I took those individual orders and then I put the actual person's name next to it. And then I knew how many, well, the first name was 4 in the collections. What I did on our sheet was highlight, if I went through after I did this, I went, okay, this is everybody. Whether collection or not, I didn't care. This was everybody from my invoices. I wrote their name, and then over here it says, I don't know if y'all can see, it says how many I needed to order of each of these. So that's when I went and took my collection page, and then I saw that I needed one person. I scratched out their name, scratched out their name, scratched out their name, and then I came up with a new order total. And then I took that and placed my collection, and then I took my to order. So when I was saying this was to order, this sheet was only to order my extras, not my collection. I scratched out all the names on another sheet. I made this one clean for y'all, but I should have showed you the one that I actually used, because it will make more sense. But I scratched out all of the people that would have been filling a collection, and then whatever was left over, I put that number to order, and that made it so easy. So I don't have to go back and double check that I've got the collections plus all the extras. Now, the other thing that I did, and y'all may want to do this too, is I had a lot of inventory. And so I put just about everything I had in, because the posts that I have for the collections, there's only 6. I had 10 posts. So I put my beachfront bronzer products. I had one in every color of the body bronzer. And whether you have this on hand or not, you can still, like I had the body bronzers, but I didn't have any tanning spray. They don't know that. I just put the tanning spray in there, and then I ordered that. But I wanted to move some of that stuff. And then the loose powders, I had heard that they're coming out with some new colors. So I didn't want to get stuck with these if they're the old formula colors. So I put all my loose colors, and only out of like 6 that I had, I only didn't sell 2, which were the darker shades. But if so, I'll have to return those. But I really sold just about everything. And the biggest surprise to Lisa and I were brushes. A lot of times when I buy collections for my inventory, I get like an angled sponge brush. So I had like 3 of those, 3 liquid foundation brushes, and I just put those in there. They went like hot cakes. So we figured that there are a lot of people that want brushes, but they don't want to pay regular price for a brush. So I had one post of just brushes, and I sold all of my brushes. So that was really, really good. So before I say anything else, does anybody have any questions about those forms that I went over? I don't know if there's a lag or whatever, but I'm going to wait and see. All right, so I guess there's no questions about that. The last thing I want to say is you're going to have to, not have to, but you're going to want to finish your flash sale with either graphics or both. With those who join later or look at your post later, you're going to want to say that the flash sale ends at. Now, I had mine end at midnight that night, but honestly, if I did it again, I would say that I would end it like at noon the next day, because the next morning I had a lot of orders that, I really shouldn't have counted, because I said that, midnight was the close, but I counted them. So I would probably in the future say either that it would close the next, noon or 24 hours the next night at midnight. However, if you're doing your flash sale on the Friday, then, you know, and you're trying to get points for the end of the month, then you're going to want to do it early and then say, you know, it's over at like 10 o'clock. You want to be able to get your order in. Now, the biggest thing I want to tell y'all that I made a mistake on was that I actually collected $1,967 from my flash sale Friday night. I put the collections all together in one order, and it was like over $1,000 order. Don't do that. When you send that big order and it looks like it's coming just from me, then there's a hold on it. They have to do like a quality check or a validation. And I was a nervous wreck about when those points were going to come in. If you're doing this at the end of the month, you're going to be really nervous about it. So what we found is, and then the next order I did was just for all my add-ons, all those extras that were out of the collection. So I ended up doing 3 separate orders that were smaller for that, and those went through right away. You know, they went to entered, processing, you know, done. So if you're going to do a collection, take my advice and break it up. I asked one of our upline elites, Melissa, about it, and she said she would do it in no more than $500 increments. So it takes a little bit more time to do that, but it's worth it, especially if you're doing it at the end of the month. Lisa was saying she would really do it Thursday because it's not too close to the end of the month if you do on Thursday. And honestly, with today being Tuesday, if you posted 4 or 5 times a day about your flash sale in your VIP group and on your personal page, remember your exclusive event on your personal page, I really think you could get enough people, because people love a sale. Whatever you decide to give off, they love a deal. And I found that out when we did ours, okay? And then the other thing is, there is a lot to do. Lisa's saying that after the sale, hopefully it's going to be a little bit more organized with these sheets and planning sheets that I've given you. I think it would be a lot easier, but you still have to compile and get your order done. The other thing I would probably say is, in the future, if I was trying to do this at the end of a month, I would not put my stock in there, because that was another component that I had to say, she wants this, I have one of these. She wants this, I don't have one of these. So if you're not even worrying about your own stock, that's a whole nother element out of the picture. And at the end of the month, I think that would be easier to do. So that's the other thing I wanted to tell you. Now, the other thing was, you're gonna want to review the price list. If you remember that the ones I'm sharing with you, they all of these things that I'm sharing with you are done at 20% off. So if you want to do 15% off, then, you know, you're going to want to adjust the prices. Now, one of the things I don't think I made a printout of, is an Excel file. Well, actually, it's on the same file that you'll find this one. It's an Excel file that I actually got from someone when I got in the business, so I don't know who to give credit to. But it has different tabs, and it says, one just says cash and carry, like if somebody comes to your house and carries it out, and it's already got the tax included. One of the tabs at the bottom of Excel say, you know, sale. One of them says, you know, I don't know. It's all different tabs, but I took and adjusted it because it wasn't in the order of collections. And then I also adjusted it because they didn't have items, some of the newer items like the Hottie Lip Plumper and those kind of things in there. Now, the last thing about the sale to help you all get people to the group is you have to decide what you're going to do to entice them to get there. You want to do some type of drawing or a raffle. And, you know, the easiest thing to do is, if you've been in for even a little while and you've had parties, then you're going to have Y Cash in your account. So you can say, I'm going to give away Y Cash, or you can give away half price coupons. Now, I had in my folder, because I don't like using half price, I had like 18. So before the flash sale even started, this is another way, I made a graphic in my VIP group, and I said it was like tic-tac-toe. I said the first 9 orders that come to me that are over $100, I'm going to give you a half price coupon. That filled up very quickly. Y'all, that was $900. And I have 18. I still have 9 half price coupons left. So, but what you got to remember is you don't just say, hey, I'm so glad. Yes, you get it. Posting that graphic with the empty boxes and showing everybody how the boxes are filling. People love that kind of thing. It's like an enticing, they want to see who's the next person. Oh, I know her. I think I should do it too. That kind of thing. So I had done that. So I did, when I announced the winners from the flash sale, I did also announce those winners because that was still a contest going on. What I did for mine is I gave away $100 Y cash. I had, one of my customers is a Rodent and Fields, salesperson. So she wanted me to buy from her, and she said if I did, she'd buy from me. So I bought like the $35 hand cream. I gave that away. And then I gave away the makeup bags. In each one of those collections, you're getting a makeup bag. So that's 6 makeup bags you can give away. And they love that. I mean, the chances and the odds of them winning something, they love it. So, just find something, if it's something that's, like I said, I did the Rodent and Fields. If you have like something that, is really nice that somebody gave you and you haven't opened it and you want to give it away, that you think everybody would like, it's generic, give it away. But you want to let them know in your VIP group that you are giving that away, but they have to come to the flash sale. And, all right, I have a question. Does Square compute tax for you when you email? Yes. So I'm glad you asked that question. Square, you have to put, when you get Square, and I think, Trista, this might be another good training to do, a Square training for people, because it's not difficult, but I think a training would be very useful. There's a couple of ways to do it. You can go in your free time and go in Square and go ahead and put all the items in already, like the prices of all of our items. And I haven't done it for everything, but it also lets you right then and there, if you don't have it, just custom do it. But what I love about Square is that there's another line that says discount. I can just type in 25% and it'll automatically take it off. I don't have to go and figure it out for each item. I can type in 20% and it'll take it off. And then the tax, you can have several taxes. Like where we live, there's a tax for Morgan City, a different tax for St. Martin. And so you can customize the tax for the person. Now for the flash sale, everything was coming here to me. So I taxed everybody. Because with a flash sale, you can't ship it because you're taking bits and pieces and reboxing it. Now, there were some of my customers that when they were starting to add on more items, then I was looking and I thought, well, they're local. I'm going to let this foundation, since I have it, and this splurge, since I have it, be an individual item and just go bring it to them. Or if I didn't have the item, but I didn't need it from the collection, then I just shipped it directly to 2 of my customers. So I didn't have to worry about the shipping. One that was in Texas and one that was in New Orleans. So, and then you can figure out the shipping. Now, a good thing to share with you. Ooh, I hope I remember the website. There's a website. It's called salestax.avalara.com. So it's AVALARA.com. You just punch in the zip code from anywhere in the United States or the world, and it'll tell you the sales tax. Because when I first got started, it was like a needle in a haystack trying to find the different sales taxes. So I will try to type that in again, but it's salestax.avalara.com, and that will help you. But what I love about this Square is that all of the computations you need, you hit send, it emails it to the customer opens it up, and it says pay with a credit card, and they put their credit card in and it's done. And then you don't have to go back in and mark paid. It automatically, Square shows that it was paid. And then I print the invoice out when I get all my products in, and I'm going to do a little logistics. I got my boxes ready. I got my table. By the way, if you're new, don't throw those boxes away. When you get your shipment of boxes and the pretty purple paper and the bubble wrap, find a room or closet, save it, because when you have a flash sale, I got all my boxes, all my paper. I don't have any cost to reship that. I've got all of those materials ready for you. So, like I said, I'm super excited, y'all. I didn't even know that blue was going to be a possibility. I wasn't even thinking about going blue. I was just trying to get my points to Punta Cana. And then my sister was like, I think you're going to be blue. So it was so exciting to get that. And I really could not have done it without the support of all my family and friends, my Y sisters. So many of my Younique sisters that are not even in, there's some that are not even in Trista's group that were supporting me so much with, where are you? How are you doing? You know, giving me ideas to do it. And it's like, that's why I'm doing this for you. I truly want to help you get there too. So I hope something that I said is going to be useful for you. I hope you're going to enjoy these documents. I'll get with Trista and Lisa and Noelle and whoever's upline, Melissa, Danny, to help me figure out the best way to get it to you guys. If you want it like ASAP, then I'm thinking you could just put your email address in the comments here, and then I can email you the stuff, you know, quickly. But I think that's it, y'all. I'm super, super excited about, you know, flash sales. Oh, one disclaimer I have to tell you. Flash sales are not to be done every month because you want a new promotion. This is important. Your flash sales should be done once in a while, like maybe around the holidays, Christmas. You're going to do a holiday flash sale, and then maybe one other time, you know, when you're like this Punta Cana trip. If you abuse it and you do it too often, customers are just going to not order from you, and they're just going to wait for your flash sale. So they have to know that it's only like once a year or twice a year, because otherwise you're really going to kill your business, because they're not going to ever want to pay full price. And it just becomes something that they wait for instead of an incentive treat that you give them for being a loyal customer and paying full price, you know, most of the year. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that so we don't have anyone abusing it. For all of us, actually, you know, because maybe our customers will go and say, well, I'm just going to go to that person because she has a flash sale every month. And we don't want to do that. We want to uplift, validate, empower, and support each other. So if there are no more questions, y'all, I'm really pulling for y'all. Just let me know what else you need. You know, just any comments I'll go through after this is over and look at it. But I hope that I haven't forgotten anything. Actually, I think I have forgotten one thing. Talking about your personal page, don't be afraid, y'all, to share. On my personal page and in my VIP group, I did it both places. I thanked every single person. Now, honestly, for the flash sale, no. But those orders that I was getting over $2,000 before the flash sale, I had like 10 graphics, and now I see I need more. So I was posting a different thank you, cute little graphic. But on it, I would say, thank you, Colleen, for taking advantage of the one-on-one consultation and for your order of. And I was listing it so other people could see. They would be like, I know Colleen. Oh, Colleen ordered the loose powder, the concealer, the powder concealer brush, the eyebrow palette, the brow palette artist brush, tweezers, and a setting spray. Wow, maybe I need to get with Donna and do a one-on-one. If they ordered the 3D fiber lashes, I said, you're going to love these. And remember, it's gel, fiber gel, or you can use the gel just like mascara every day. Something to pique everybody's interest, not just the person that you're thanking. And I really think that when I started saying like, thank you to my best friend of 40 years, I noticed out of the blue, all my best friends I haven't seen in 40 years were like, hey, Donna, I want to order. They wanted to see their name up there. In fact, I'm not going to name names, but somebody ordered after the flash sale. On the flash sale, what I did is I said, thank you all for coming to my flash sale. And I just listed everybody. It was like 25 people, all of their names. Someone ordered way after my deadline, and I took the order, of course, but she asked me to please go back and edit my post and put her name in there. So people like recognition. So don't forget to do that too. So anyway, y'all, I really hope this was good. I was so nervous to do this for you guys because I respect and idolize so many of you in this group that have been in way before me. I just started in January 8th. But I will say this, don't ever be negative to your customers. When I ordered from my sister Lisa, and she wasn't in yet, she was just doing a party for Trista, I emailed Trista that I didn't like the eyebrow liner because it didn't last. Like I said, I can get my eyebrow liner from Merle Norman and it lasts me a couple of years. And this eyebrow liner didn't last me but 2 months. So, you know, I was like, I don't like it. And Trista could have said, well, then don't order from us. Or she could have said, you know, something negative, but she didn't. She said, oh, Donna, it's not a problem. She said, have you tried the brow gel with the brow liner? It helps to make your liner last longer. And I said, oh, no, I haven't. So I ordered the gel. And then I said, after I ordered another one, I said, you know, I really don't like this even with the gel. She says, well, that's no problem. We have a money back guarantee. This is how you do it. And her way of dealing with me made me not think anything ugly or bad about Younique at all. Had she been anything else but her wonderful self, I don't know. And so you got to remember, not everyone's going to like everything. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Don't be mad at me, but I still don't like our brow liner. I don't think that it lasts that long, but it's okay. It's not going to be on my top 10 favorite list. I'm not going to tell anybody don't order it. I'm just going to be positive to everyone else and say, you know, oh, one other fact, thinking about that. When people email me back on my messages and I said that, and they said, oh, Donna, I don't wear makeup. I did not let them off the hook, y'all. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm in sales, but I was like, you know, that's not a problem, but you know, you can help me in other ways. Do you think that you could go to my post and tag 10 friends that do wear makeup to come to my sale? Or I said, you know, I know you don't wear makeup, but I'm sure, have you ever had dry chapped lips? We have these wonderful bonbons. We have just a plain one called Vanilla Milkshake. If you could just order one bonbon from me, I'd appreciate it. I did not let any comment go with, no, I don't wear makeup, I can't help you. They're going to help me. They're going to help me by tagging their friends. And if you do it in a nice way, and you say, oh, I'm so, you know, that's no problem. But if you could just, you just say, if you could just tag 5 friends or whatever. So there's a way around it. So guys, I am super excited that I get to go to Punta Cana with Trista, Lisa, Melissa, Danny, and to be determined by whoever has the work ethic these next 5 days to do the work. My sister can tell you, my husband can tell you, my children can tell you, I have been a Younique zombie. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday night and Thursday night and Friday night after the sale. Yes, I gave up a little sleep for those days, but guess what? I'm going to Punta Cana. So if you're willing to do the work and the effort, if you're willing to promote, if you're willing to be organized and get everything ready, love your customers, praise them for ordering, thank them for being your friend, thank them for their support publicly, you will get there too. So that's all I have for tonight. I love you girls. Y'all have, a lot of you know my story right now. My husband and I are going through some tough times, like everyone. Nothing compared to what other of you are going through, I know. But this business has been such a positive energy in my life right now that I appreciate it so much. And I appreciate all of you. So thank y'all again. And text me or put your email if you want these materials tonight. Thank y'all.